Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, gonna be predicting the game between the Niners and the Ravens happening this Sunday at Baltimore. Should be a fun one. Epic showdown between two of the best teams in the NFL for this matchup. I can't believe it's a 1 o'clock game. It should be a primetime game. But hey, we gotta deal with the 49ers. They have to go on the East Coast, which is not gonna be fun for them, but that is what the schedule entails us for us in San Francisco. 3 home games out of the way now. Time to go on the road against Baltimore this Sunday, and the next week they have to travel to New Orleans. So I would assume that the Niners next week they're going to be traveling to Louisiana after the game. I don't know what their schedule is, but I would definitely do that if I'm them. So they have to go back to San Francisco and then fly to New Orleans, because that would be pretty unproductive in my opinion, pretty tiring to deal with time zone changes. That's it. Should be a fun time, as I keep saying in this video, and for the past couple of games now for this whole season, it's been awesome. 10-1, I'll definitely take it, but hopefully we can make it 11-1 against a very, very good team in Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. Gonna be talking about him quite a bit in this video. Spoiler alert. Gonna get this video started, but before I do, please like and subscribe. It's gonna help out a lot. Click that bell notification, get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Keep sharing this content. That does help out a lot. Currently at 3,200 subscribers. Love to get to 4,000 subscribers very, very soon. Let's get this video started. 49ers versus Ravens prediction. Who is going to win this game? Okay, so prediction. Who am I going to go with to win this game? Well, before I do, I want to do a quick tail of the tape on each team and what they did last week. First off, let's talk about the 49ers. They are coming off a dominant win over the Green Bay Packers, as we all know. 37-8. It was just no contest, to be honest with you. The 49ers defense, they just absolutely dominated Aaron Rodgers all day. Defensive line, I mean, I don't know what else to call it. That was probably one of the best performances of the whole season, along with the Carolina Panthers a couple of weeks ago. They were just awesome offensively. Jimmy G, George Kittle, those guys, they did great. Running game was there for the first time in a while. I gave it an A+ performance for this game against the Packers. And yeah, that's the tail of the tape for the 49ers right now. Next up, let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens. They are coming off a dominant win as well against the LA Rams in LA, which technically that's not really an away game for the Ravens. It's probably more of a home game, because as we all know, the Rams, they really don't have any fans, to be honest with you. Even when they're good, they still don't have any fans because it's Los Angeles. It is what it is. But anyways, Lamar Jackson, he went off with 5 touchdowns. Defensively, they were great with 2 interceptions over Jared Goff. I don't know what else to say for that game as well. Just absolute dominance from each team coming into the Sunday. That out of the way, tail of the tape, let's talk about some things about this game, previewing this game, some matchups that are very important for the 49ers. First off, let's talk about Lamar Jackson. He is the most important guy that you have to take into account to if you're the 49ers defense. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball, and he can do both of them effectively. Coming into the season in 2019 for the Ravens, could Lamar Jackson evolve as a passer? Yes, he can definitely do that. They have done a great job with him this whole season. Greg Roman and John Harbaugh, the offensive coordinator / head coach of the Ravens, they've done a great job making an offense for him, making him comfortable. And yeah, I mean, the dividends are just paying off with him throwing for a lot of touchdowns and running for a lot of touchdowns, rushing for a lot of yards, making everybody better on their offense. With Marquise Hollywood-Brown, Mark Andrews, Mark Ingram, all these guys, they have been flourishing on this offense, and Lamar himself as the quarterback, he has been flourishing definitely as well. So I got to give props to the Ravens offense. They've done great. A statistic that many of you probably don't know, they are the only team in the NFL that has scored 23 points or more in every single game of the season, which is just insane, which is just crazy, just because, I mean, to have that much productivity every single week consistently, that is just epic. They've had some nice quality wins as well. The New England Patriots, the Seattle Seahawks. I don't like to talk about the past games because it's a brand new week, but still, to have great wins, convincing wins over them, that's very concerning for any team, including the 49ers, from this point forward. Jackson, if you can kind of contain him some way, shape, or form in the pocket, pressure him, sack him, it's going to be very, very difficult. But if they can do that, then I think they're going to have a great day. But it's going to be very difficult. I don't know if they're capable of doing that. I mean, the 49ers, they've struggled against Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray twice. Lamar, he's just on another level. Hopefully the 49ers, they are ready for the test, and I'll have to see Sunday if they can do a good job on at least containing him a little bit in the pocket, making him uncomfortable. Next up, let's talk about our offense for Jimmy Garoppolo. The big story for him, in my opinion, is make sure he doesn't turn the ball over, because, I don't know, you don't want to turn the ball over anytime during the game, but Jimmy, he can sometimes throw turnovers, not all his fault, but a lot of times it could be just like, why did you throw that in the first place? Hopefully Jimmy G, he's very careful with the ball. If he's going to throw an interception, throw it early, I guess, but, you know, I just prefer with no interceptions and no fumbles, anything like that. He was very clean against the Packers on Sunday night. Hopefully this Sunday against the Ravens, he can be quiet in terms of the turnover thing and score some touchdowns with George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Emmanuel Sanders. I mean, he has everybody on the offense going healthy. Actually, our defense is going a little unhealthy with our defensive line, with Demontre Moore being out for the rest of the season. So we're going to elevate one of our defensive linemen from the practice squad to the roster. So the defensive line depth might be in a little bit of trouble, just a little bit. But for the most part, I think they're going to be all right for this game. We'll see what happens then. But yeah, the injuries for the defense, it has been taking a toll quite a bit. And hopefully they can sustain it for the rest of the season. It just hurts. It's just painful. Ronald Blair goes out, then Demontre Moore goes out for the rest of the season. They're going to have me shuffling quite a bit in terms of everything else. Big story, as I keep saying, 49ers defense, please contain Lamar Jackson as much as possible. Start Mark Ingram. Try your best because it's going to be difficult. Nobody has had any success stopping him. Even the number one defense in the Patriots had problems with Lamar Jackson. So I expect the 49ers to have some problems against Jackson in terms of the whole game. That's all I can say. Good luck, 49ers defense. Hopefully you guys are conditioned to running all day, because they will be running all day to try to tackle Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram. And the secondary, they better be ready for lightning guys like Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews. Offensively, just make sure Jimmy doesn't throw any interceptions to that secondary, because that secondary is pretty good. They're an underrated defense. They're fifth in scoring, actually, so they got to be very, very careful on not being careless with the football. If they can use George Kittle effectively, which I believe he would be a very big part in this offense like he usually is, then they can have a pretty good day, hopefully, against their defense. That out of the way, talking about everything, who to go with for this game? Wow, it took me a while to make this video. It took me a while to really pick a team who I wanted to pick. Should I pick the 49ers, my team, who is actually doing really, really well, who is very hot like the Ravens, or should I pick Lamar Jackson, who is just on a tear right now, and he's very much unstoppable? Oh, man, it was really difficult to pick this game. Probably one of the most difficult ones in this whole season. I kept saying that with the Panthers and Packers, but this one is very, very difficult to pick. If I had to pick a team, I am going to pick the 49ers to win this game. I wanted to pick the Ravens, but I don't know. Should I pick my boys, the 49ers? I mean, if they can stop Lamar Jackson, that's the big thing I'm trying to bank on. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if they can, then I think the 49ers can win this game in a very close matchup. This will be nailed to the wire, similar to the 49ers and Seahawks game. Hopefully, the 49ers were on top. Hopefully, Lamar Jackson has a terrible game against us. I love for him to have great games, but not against us this week, because I want the 49ers to win. If I had to pick a final score, I'm going to pick San Francisco to win this game, 34, Baltimore 32. Yes, very, very close. High-scoring game. Maybe it'll be low-scoring, but I think it's going to be pretty high-scoring because both offenses can turn it up. Both defenses, I don't know if they're going to have a good time stopping these defenses. But, yeah, going to go with San Francisco in a very close one. Do I see them losing this game for the 49ers? They can lose this game, definitely. If they lose this game, then I would not be surprised at all. I'm going to be sticking with my team, the 49ers, in a very close one. If you don't like this pick, then I'm sorry, I guess, but just my opinion. So San Francisco, 2-point victory, and hopefully they do win this game. That's it, guys. Just wanted to talk about this real quick. Please let me know what you guys have for winning this game this Sunday at 1 p.m. I'd like to hear what you have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. I'll catch you guys up tomorrow on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.